based on the statistics, BREN should be taking this one. You take a look at BREN, they're just too inconsistent for my liking. They're just a team I can never put faith in after seeing them the first time around. I don't think they have the firepower to compete with BREN. I just don't think that. You know, if Derek has a good game, fair enough. If Witch can show up, he's not going to be doing that on Inferno. I just don't think he's going to be able to have enough impact on the T side of Inferno to step up for BREN. So who else have you got? You got Papachulo. He is definitely a very solid player alongside Derek, but they don't have the firepower to match BREN. So this should be a win for the Thai side in the series. Inferno up first. It's a map that I hate BREN on right now. They're looking so bad on it. There should be enough against BREN. They've gone in for the pick.
Ooh, aggressive play from QQ. QQ is a question mark for Beyond, right?
Oh, he's
like if he
me.
shows up, if he shows up though, it's usually BREN winning the game. In fact, pretty convincingly. But if he has one of those games where he's just super quiet, doesn't get anything done, then it's usually going to be a loss for the side of Beyond. But here we go. Olivia, 1 point of health. 1 point of health for the MVP, and he's playing a very, very scary angle. Just a little bit of a scratch. Well, that's more than a scratch. It's a headshot from Papachulo to open things up, but it's still two CTs. Meryl's gonna drop. There's another player on the side, but Micro is gonna mow them both down, and now it's QQ and KNTZ on the retake, and this is looking unlikely for the Thai side.
Yeah, it's looking impossible right now. Micro getting 2 important kills. They go to the B-bomb site. The hold is non-existent. Well, 1 kill from KNTZ towards the back of the site. Micro going down. Obviously, winning this round with no kit is going to be impossible. We'd have to
kill everyone in 8 seconds.
Yeah, it's going to take a monumental error. It's going to have all 3 players just peek and just die immediately, but that's not going to work out that way. Derek with a good double to close out the pistol round. It's BREN 1-0 up. Good start here into Inferno. Beyond, well, not so much. I feel like they just kind of they did try to go for those early fights. It doesn't really work out for them. They were a little bit off to take too much damage on board, and immediately they're put at a disadvantage because they can't play, they can't take those fights, they cannot plug the hole. So at that point, with the damage inflicted, they may have not got the kills, but BREN forced the CTs back into more passive setup, starved them of information, and you could just push right on top of them. So that works out well for BREN.
It does. I'm looking at the win record on the maps. It's interesting how BREN have a 33% win rate on Inferno out of 9 played in the past 3 months. Beyond have played 18 times on Inferno in the past 3 months, and they've won 44%. So they've played more, and they've won more, which would kind of slightly favor Beyond. I'm not saying the numbers are great, and the numbers are not a good indicator as to how a particular matchup is going to be playing out necessarily. But 44% versus 33%, where the 44% team have won more, yet BREN have picked it against Beyond. On the other hand, if you go to Dust 2, Beyond have played only 5 times, Dinko, and they've won only 2 of them, while BREN, they have a 75% win rate out of 8. So that they won 6 out of the 8 times they played D2. So it's kind of weird how this map picks have gone. It seems almost flipped. I felt like BREN would probably pick Inferno and Beyond would probably... Beyond would pick Inferno and BREN would pick Dust 2. But it looks like it's going to be those one instant, that instance where it's going to be the opponents picking your best map, and the same the other side. As we do see the rotation back towards B, but it looks like Beyond are aware. They're aware of this, and maybe because of Olivia's position all the way towards the cubby.
STK coming through the smoke of the 5-7. It's going to work out for 1, but he goes down to Derek's AK. May rolls. What an absolute animal he has been, even in the series that they've lost. He was dropping nearly 30 kills alongside Olivia. The rest of the team, the liability. But here goes Olivia trying to deny the bomb plan. He was so damn close to doing it. But it's Micro that gets rid of him. And now just QQ. Left alone in the world. A 1 versus 3, and they're all incredibly low. But he doesn't have a kit and no utility and just the pistol in hand.
3 bullets is all he needs, Dinko. 3 bullets, but BREN are playing this very, very safe, and Derek's just gonna peek out wide, insta headshot. Looked a little scary, but Mr. Derek is always Mr. Reliable.
They always seem to have Derek in the banana position for the post plant, which to me suggests that, unlike a lot of teams, BREN actually think about their post plants, right? It's like so many teams just go in, they get the bomb planted, that they just sit there And there's no thought process behind it. And you can see how many sloppy retakes and sloppy post plans we have. But Bren are at least thinking about it. You have Derek down to banana. He's just always going to be the rock from that spot, and he clearly knows how to play it in the post plans. So good stuff from Bren. 2-0 up. And we got beyond now in a situation where it's not exactly the most ideal start. They're down to the pistols already here. It's going to be the buy round coming into the next, but Brent, they'll be comfortable. 3-0 up on the T side of Inferno right off the bat. This is exactly the start they'd be looking for.
Indeed, they are, and I feel like the well-defined roles on this BREN team is both their the strength and a weakness. Strength being, of course, like you said, like how Derek is such a good player and how they put him in the right place. At the same time, when you have a new player coming in, I don't feel like they really adapted. You know, they really haven't been able to do much. Nice spray transfer from Micro, though. And like, for example, Micro on the T side, when he's allowed to do what he can do, he's pretty darn solid. But then you look at a map like Train, and you look at how he plays it in a bomb set. Clearly, it is a weakness. And yet, BREN haven't really adapted. They haven't been able to really switch him out or maybe put him in a more comfortable spot. So it is kind of a, I feel like, a too rigid a structure, I feel like, for BREN, which, unfortunately, when you don't have the right pieces, it doesn't necessarily work out, especially against some of these teams like, let's say, a Tai Lu, for that matter, or even even a Huatzai, who can be very, very aggressive in your face and sometimes unpredictable.
3-0 up here for Brent. They'll be very, very comfortable with the start that we've got under their belt, but beyond, they come right back into things. It's the op out for Olivia. The M4 is around it, and a good amount of utility. And Olivia, he's confident. Get him away and play from short instead. SDK gonna hang around top banana right now. Just gonna be a slower approach from Brent. Trying to be methodical in their approach, tossing the utility in towards banana, trying to work their way through here. But they're turning their attentions and their sights back towards the A bomb site. Blood. Utility's starting to be used up. The flashbang off the chimney, and here they come into the A bomb site. And it's gonna be
them charging on in, and Olivia is holding the line though. Oh, AWP scoped in.
And while May rolls, taking down Micro, KTZ in the pit, trying his best, but it's Olivia fully blinded, still taking the kill into Pro. Man advantage still here for Beyond, and what can the bomb hope to do here? Because back to B, it's still got to deal with May rolls and Banana. There is still time. It's not done yet. It's not like they're pressured to commit. But Brent, they have fallen to a man down, and well, Mayrol's gonna spot the arm of Papachulo, the flashbang going down, and now the push comes through. The bomb's staying towards A. They're trying to fake that they're gonna rotate back over towards the B bomb site, and this is so smart because, okay, it doesn't fully rotate everybody off, but it rotates one player from A to the B bomb site. That weakens the attack. It gives Brian the man advantage and the favorable fight heading in towards this A bomb site.
He's going to come on KTZ though, and he's going to do a great job on top of the bicycle to get one kill. Almost finds Derek, but the bomb should get planted with about 8 seconds remaining on the clock. There we go. Bomb will be planted at the safe plant right next to the old motor box. And now it's all down to Poppy, Dinko. He's got to go big here because Derek, he's going to hold headshot angle from the site. He can find QQ, but the shots have to be clean, have to be precise. And for the CTs, well, it's going to be QQ and V2. They still don't know where he is. He's aware of the position of the Opper, but an immediate peek from Meryl's. And that is going to be the first round on board for Beyond. They do lose a few players, but at least they get the round on board.
Well, they do get their first round on the board, and it comes down to... I don't think Bren played that particularly badly. It just comes down to Beyond kind of winning those aim battles. They had the man advantage, Brian without having to face into a difficult scenario, and they limited the time for themselves, committing back into the A site. I mean, I like the idea. It was just kind of poorly executed because of the one-way smoke the KNTZ had available to him. They lost another player. And QQ just had to win one of these fights, and as soon as he wins that headshot, I think that's it done. Confirmed. And well, now we go to round number 5. It's 3-1. Finally, Beyond pick up their first round, and the money is on the line. They lose this round, they right down to the eco, and the same can be said for the T side.
Yeah, pretty crucial round here, and have Wits with the AWP. Now, I don't know, I'm not really being supremely impressed with Wits on the T side here in Inferno, especially when he has the AWP, but let's see what he's got. If Bren can't set him up to try and find some of these opening picks right now, and just Holding, just, you know, he's got the bomb on his back, just making sure there's no aggression from the CTs. A very, very default setup from the side of Beyond. They have two players playing inside of the B-bomb site. Bit of a crossfire being set up there. And Beyond, after a little bit of initial posturing towards the top of mid, they're going to be heading towards the B bombs. I'd like to see a little bit of aggression from Beyond now towards brackets. Try and get back some map control. Try and gather some information as to where the T's might be. Because the hit's going to be coming in. And it's going to come down to STK and QQ to hit all the shots. Because if it's going to be a 3v3 bomb planted, I fear it's going to be the call for the safe for Beyond. And look at how far away the rotation is. The Molotov's going to be helpful to keep them at bay for a while, but BREN, they just might smoke it off and go for the play. And here they come charging on in, but good counter flash from SDK, still keeping them at bay, and that's going to allow time for the rotation to come in, Dinko. And it is going to be QQ, finds one, immediately gets traded, but SDK, that's free frags. Two quick kills before he finally burns alive, and Witz is left alone. Unfortunately, he's going to plant it out in the open. He gets the bomb down, but the round will go the way of Beyond. Great work from QQ and SDK to just delay them for those very, very precious seconds.
Well, Beyond double their round wins, and now, well, we'll see BREN. They would have been down to a lower tier buy if they didn't get that bomb plant, but now they got that secured. They can fully purchase up, they can get the AKs out, and really bring the fight yet again to Beyond. Luckily, they didn't hemorrhage too many players, right, over in this Beyond side, and they did recover a couple of AKs as well, so it could have been in a worse spot right now, but it's in a pretty comfortable position. AWP out for Olivia, the rifles for the rest of the team. Now for BREN, well, should be an AK out here for Papachulo, and just rock those 5 rifle setups. They're going to be limited on the utility. They're not going to have the Molotovs, which are such an important part of the T side of Inferno. And you can see because of that, Papachulo is actually going to go ahead and pick up a Mac 10, take the sacrifice, and get the utility out so he can pull out the Molotov, the flash, and the smoke. We'll see if this sacrifice is a worthy one. We'll see if it pays off here for BREN, or they end up losing, going right down to the full eco.
Poppy does so much for the side of BREN, actually. Like, he's the guy so many times we're looking at a round, it's like a 2v3 and it's Poppy going big, right? And he's also the guy, like you said right now, taking one for the team, eschewing his rifle just to get the little bit of extra utility. But yeah, for BREN, this is about trying to ensure Beyond not able to come back into this, because Beyond can do that, Dinko. They have the raw firepower, they have the right fundamentals as well when it comes to how to play some of these maps in particular. And that's something that's going to be in the back of their minds. BREN have a very good chance of winning this. I have to agree with Tom. I feel like very 50-50 right now, looking at the form Beyond are in. If it was like PAL Summer, like a couple of months ago, I think all of us would have said, yeah, 2-0 for Beyond. But BREN have definitely improved, looking better. Yes, the latest edition of Micro hasn't really been the game changer we thought it'd be. That's a risky play from Olivia, and he is getting hunted down. Oh, Pro should have waited for a flash of the smoke to blue, but they're going to go peeking in one by one, and Olivia is going to shut it all down. 3 kills for him. Witz finds a reply, but it might be too late. It's a 2v4, heavily favoring Beyond.
Back 10 for Papachulo. We talked about him going huge for the team. We'll see if he can do it here in the 1 versus 4. He'll have a second kill blind. He's got a chance to win this now with 34 seconds still left in play. He's got to get over to this bomb. Player inside of the archway. Papachulo starts to move forward. He spotted the barrel. He should have spotted the barrel here. Turns around. He's gone. It's like a magic trick. And now Papachulo, the pressure really is on. You've got 19 seconds. What are you going to do with this? He's picked up the bomb and needs to be careful from CT. He's been spotted, and KNTZ takes him away. There's definitely a world in which Papachulo would have won that clutch. You know, if he gets that kill in the archway, he could just barrel straight into the A-bomb site. KNTZ was far enough away that he probably would have to wait quite some time to get over to the A-bomb site itself, giving Papachulo time to get a better position, perhaps get into the pit. And then you have the positional advantage into the 1 versus 1, but Olivia does so much for the team here. Huge 3K. And that pretty much sealed the deal, right? That was putting them in the winning spot. It get a little bit of expensive, but nonetheless, 3-3. And down to the pistols here for BREN.
Yeah, I feel like they shouldn't have really faced him there. Maybe, like, throw a smoke just to neutralize them. You guys do know who this guy is, Olivia, with AWP. You're going to peek him like that. He's going to hit those shots. I'm a little surprised KNTZ didn't drop him an AWP, but that's all right. You know, it's just rifles. It's going to be the anti-eco pistols galore for the side of BREN. unfortunately, they don't have any utility. So for Beyond to lose this round, they have to make a lot of mistakes and take all these individual duels, which I really hope they don't. I mean, that had happened the previous round as well. It was a 4v1. And they just went for the individual peaks. But in the end, they fell back, let him have the bomb. He had to make the call. And Poppy, unfortunately, not knowing where the second player was. But Beyond to tie things up, Dinko. And
Yeah.
if this round plays out normally, it should be Beyond in the lead.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see a world in which BREN pulled this off. I think Beyond have started to warm up a little bit here, which is good to see. Your crossfire's being held, no one really making any mistakes. QQ not running down and just giving his life away at the start of the round. That's positive. Here comes the push up Banana. QQ with the opening kill. He's going to look for a second here as well. Starting to come up Banana. STK, good transfer, gets two. And they're looking for the third kill, but it's Pro finally drawing a little bit of blood. It's only the one kill. And the Byron coming up here for BREN.
Yeah. I feel a little bit of overcommitment from STK, but that's okay. Picks up a double. They just lose the one player, so they're going to be feeling pretty mighty fine. Money still not too healthy for the side of Beyond. We have Olivia 4,300. The rest of them, if you average it out, it's about like just sub $2,000 remaining in the bank for Beyond. So they lose this, they can they counter buy, but it won't be the best for Beyond. For BREN, they have the money. Now, Wits once again with the AWP. I think it's the second time he's had this. The first time he had the AWP wasn't very effective in wielding the big green. We're looking to find one of these openings. The one thing going the way of BREN is Beyond don't have an AWP in the hands of Olivia. That could be a problem. So Wits wrapping off a couple of shots through the smoke, trying to find a lucky catch. But it looks like for the members of BREN, they are heading up towards his A-bomb side. They have been trying B multiple times, and multiple times they've been shut down. His A-bomb side is something which they could be fancying the chances on. Olivia playing in the cubby. There's no one nearby. There's no one nearby to help him out if he gets trapped, if he gets peeked, if he gets Molotoved off. He does have utility. He's going to smoke off the mid and going to reposition himself. This is a smart play. Minute on the clock. He's going to be rotating towards the library. And BREN, they're not falling back. It looks like his A-bomb side is going to be the final target for the Filipino side.
Yeah, this is definitely telegraphed to us. Obviously not to Beyond right now. Bit of a passive setup, so they'll figure it out once the execute starts coming in, when the early signs of utility being used up start to rid on in. The smokes are down, but they've started to fade away. Blythe, they've not really capitalized on their execute, and now they go forward with the smokes just about up. Down in towards the long and library side, but they're not going to check Olivia. He was so close to getting two out of that spot, but he does go down to Micro's AK. Now QQ's trying to wrap forward, but they've already gone around long, but he could find... Oh, Wits just running out top middle. QQ
That's
catches
dumb.
the AWP, but yeah, he was just not aware of that. Just jumps right into the winners of QQ. KTC's pit position is proven to be strong, and Micro somehow steals right the ball plant. But what a round from QQ. Really well played. Delivered that kill on a silver platter. But fifth round on the board now for Beyond. And BREN kind of looking rough, to be honest, Blair. You know, the first two rounds in a row, then they just all kind of hit the fan.
Yeah, and even if they lose a player, look at the upgrades. They pick up an AWP, and all the three other CTs, they have AK-47s. I mean, they get a weaponry upgrade. They lose just one player. That was a buy from BREN. Now, with the loss bonus kicking in, the max loss bonus kicking in, and along with the bomb plan, they will still be able to eke out a very solid buy. But that was weird from BREN. They taken brackets control. They didn't check. I mean, they checked Cubby, but great work from Olivia to pick up one kill and almost getting the second frag. What was Wits doing there? I don't get it. Like, why was he still looking towards Arch while his teammate just went from there? I guess was expecting a flank, but more importantly, he should have had his attention towards the quads area. And yeah, he just jumps out like a madman, a free kill. And BREN, they get the bomb down, but that's about it. Just the one kill, as we do see them once again posturing towards A. Bomb still all the way towards T-ramp, so they're not going to be going for any fast play yet. They have sent in Poppy towards Banana to try and at least keep the CTs occupied there. And Poppy's going to find SDK, but that's a huge opening. And that's actually going to draw the rotation. Look at it. Look at QQ just running towards B. It is 8 bombs, and it's ripe for the picking, Dinko. It's ripe for the picking.
They gotta go back and get the bomb. And now they're gonna have to deal with Olivia, who has taken down Derek. Player has got around long though, but Olivia, he's going to get another, and that might just be enough because the bomb's coming out solo top mid, but Pro knows there was only one option. He had to take that fight, but KTZ coming around from Boiler, he's going to catch the bomb carrier. There's the bomb down. It's just Wits left alone now into a 1 versus 3. The Opera with the AK in hand, and he will go down to KTZ as well. Following suit, it's 6 rounds for Beyond, and BREN. These rounds just seem a little disjointed for me, Blep.
Yeah, I really like the idea, and everything was working out wonderfully for BREN. They got the opening pick. I'm not sure why. What was it, Poppy who got the kill? Yeah, it was Poppy who got a kill at Banana. He aggressed a little bit too much there, gets taken down. All he had to do was stay alive, I feel, and made a little bit of noise. The rotation had taken place anyway, and then just 2 players towards this A side, and they walk in again. They have utility. They could have just like grouped up together. They could have traded. There was no spacing. There was no trade game on their mind. And yeah, Beyond were hemorrhaging players. They were losing a few players, but right now they're looking solid, Dinko. They've won 6 in a row. The money has kind of stabilized. Everyone on average about 4,500 in each and every one of these players. They're hitting the shots. They're warmed up. And BREN, after that solid start, winning the pistol convincingly, winning the anti-ecos, they just haven't had any luck on the rifle rounds, and that's because of some pretty curious decision making. They have the right idea, they have the right approach. It's just something else missing there. The execution, it's not there yet.
Maybe that takes a little bit more practice on the server. Maybe it takes a few more officials, but it's starting to get into the later stages. These games are must-wins now. These teams definitely need to pick these matches up, beyond more so than most, right? They still have a chance to make playoffs, but they have to win so many games, right? It's been such a tough challenge for them. And Olivia is going to peek out to the right side. Derek swinging by, the headshot going down. Olivia hitting the deck, and 4 versus 4. Not a bad spot for BREN to be in with the pistols. They can still pull this off.
I like how they're waiting. You know, they're giving time. Oh, they're gonna come running on in. STK and QQ grouping, teaming up. Get the first kill. They get the bomb down. That's a win, if you ask me. Micro is taking a lot of damage. Dinko is jumping up, and he will stay alive for now. But a 4v4, Tech 9, 2 Deegs. I don't know. Once the smoke dissipates, they have nothing else to prevent this retake from taking place. And I like how Beyond approaching this. They're grouping up together, and the flashbang is so good, Dinko.
Well, Derek is down. STK QQ. What a retake. That's a good retake from Beyond. I mean, coming into it, Brett will be pretty happy with the bomb plant, but wanted the round win if possible. It doesn't go that way, though. 1 kill. Bomb plant, not too awful, though. 7 rounds for Beyond, and if I'm not mistaken, Beyond, if they want to make the playoffs, they've got to win every single game left.
There is a world where they can pull it off. There is still a possibility.
They have to play Vici, though.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
So, goodbye,
yeah,
Beyond.
it's still looking grim. I actually don't know. Maybe the PGL admins, one of them could probably do the number crunching and figure out if there's still a world where they can make it.
No, I think there is. They just have to beat. They need 5 wins, right? In this format, you need 5 wins. And so they've only got 1 at the moment after playing 5 matches.
They need to win 4 more, basically.
Yeah, they need to win every single game. They've only got 4 left. So they have to win every single match if they want to make the playoffs. And it just so happens that their last match is against Vici.
Yeah, that's that's rough. So
but they have Tiger as well in there, and After Gaming.
I don't know about Tiger. Tiger is so confusing as a team. I don't get what is that peek from KTZ. That is just messy.
Yes.
Peeks out wide, gets 1 though. The QQ, time to deliver. God. He won't deliver, Dinko, and they fall apart. This A hit. Finally, BREN. They win against a buy round, Dinko.
That was just terrible from Beyond, though. That setup it was not good at all. They starved themselves of information. They also had nowhere to take fights from. Throughout the first half so far, we've seen Beyond have good crossfires in towards that A-bomb site. We've had QQ playing in under porch. We've had a crossfire iron hold from long. We've had players at the bomb site in the pit and graveyard. But that was just terrible. You have QQ playing on default. He can't even peek out. He doesn't peek out. He just gets killed. You have 1 player inside of the site I'm not a fan of that setup. If you got two players on the bomb side itself, unless it's their pistols or unless it's down to the final few seconds, you're just looking to deny the bomb plant. I'm not a fan of that. I think that's just stupid.
Yeah, that was just a terrible hold. And just to illustrate that for some of our newer viewers, look at the way the three players at A died, right? We saw that that hole from pit, and if I think it was QQ, if he peeked with the first player who died together, that'd have been pretty decent. But no, he peeks alone, he dies, no trade possible. QQ's angle over there, he just gets taken out, and there's nothing his teammate who's deep inside the side can do. So it's the way the angles are held, allowing BREN to go for to isolate the defenders and just go for these peaks, and that's not how you approach a CD side on any map, for that matter. So, a few mistakes being made by Beyond. Deep double nade. Unfortunately, no one will be found.
I'm just taking another look at Beyond's like recent results. Okay, they look good in series, like against the better teams, at least taking them close, but they're never winning them. But they're losing to Sigma, checkmate. They've lost to 1-3. They lost to BREN 2-1. The last convincing win they had was against Huatsai. And that was even a messy game. I say convincing with a huge pinch of salt because that was a 2-0, yes, but still, nonetheless, it was a terrible game. And while Pro has burned away Micro, STK getting one as well, but it's Pro catching up KDZ, walking through the smoke, and QQ giving up his life as well. And Beyond, well, they were in a favorable position, but it's all fallen away from them. And it's on the May rolls. He could change this right in the library. Apachula to the right corner. Will May rolls think about this position, though? Well, he checked his right side. He seems to be methodical. He seems to be approaching it in the right mindset. He's worried about that archway push. Now STK on the side. The bomb plant denied. The second kill as well from STK. What a god on the A anchor. This has worked out so well for him. He nearly takes down Papachulo, but it's into 1 versus 1. Olivia rotating over from CT spawn. Papachulo looking for the bomb plant. Not sure of where this last player is, but spots him out now. Olivia having to try and win this clutch as Papachulo commits to the bomb plant. Olivia runs him down. The Molotov make things uncomfortable to heat things up inside of the site. And Papachulo just takes the straight up fight. What a round from Papachulo. 3 kills collected for him, and he wins the 1 versus 2.
Poppy delivers, as always. I feel like that Molotov is maybe not the ideal Molotov there. If he had Molotov the bomb site, which was pretty easy from that position, that would have forced Poppy to peer out wide, right? Not take the headshot angle. That would have to go left or right. That would have been an easy flick for Olivia to hit. So the Molotov kind of blooming on the was a motor box area, basically giving Poppy a lot of room to work with. Like this from Olivia. Poppy should be careful, and he's going to do a smart thing. Not going to peek, he's going to wait for the flash to pop. Olivia, very patient, still holding the angle. That's going to allow for the rotation, and that's indeed going to be the case. You can clearly see Meryl's on your radar already bolstering that archway defense. Smoke's going to be coming in towards Arch, but Meryl's with the Molotov. He's basically trying to help out his teammate that's QQ stuck inside the cubby. And he can do a very good job of this. He's going to keep their attention. They're like, oh, there's a player towards Moto, but the peek comes in, and the timing is perfection. It couldn't get any better for QQ. Picks up a double, and, well, he got taken down in the end, but has done his job. It's a 4v3, man advantage for Beyond.
Well, KTZ is sitting in the pit. The utility coming up over the top. The play coming through, and KTZ now holding on, checking out to the right side. Got a good angle. He's got a second player in the pit as well to help him out if needed, but right now, not needed at all. KTZ doing good work as the bodies just come off the top of the balcony. It's now Micro, the new addition to this team, to show us if he's got the chops to win themselves a 1 versus 4. I just don't see this happening. Micro, he's got the first headshot. Second chance here to the left side. Oh my god, Micro, that was nice. Unfortunately, you can't flick back for the third, but that's going to be it round for Beyond. At 5. I just want to say something, Blair, and I'm going to add some statistics to back it up. We talk about Beyond maybe being on the precipice of being a top-tier Asian team, right? I don't really believe that anymore. I think that's pretty fair to say, but the reason that's really convinced me is the fact that during this pandemic, and even before, Beyond never really played in any other regions apart from Asia, right? They've got a 39.1% win rate in the last 3 months.
That's actually pretty damning.
BREN who are playing against the same opponents, obviously, because they're playing in the same region. 42.9% win rate. Now, that's not good, but it looks amazing in comparison to Beyond.
Well, they're pretty bad, honestly. But yeah, that's rough. I wonder what Ty loses. Could you dig that up?
Yeah, I can find that out real quick.
It'll be something like 95%, isn't it? Something ridiculous.
Something ridiculous. Okay, 96.3%.
Jesus, in 3 months?
Yeah, it's in 3 months.
Can we go back 6 months? I want to see, like, does it drop down? It should drop down.
Can't find a way to do that right now, but I'm sure I can figure it out at some point.
But still, 96% win rate in 3 months after all the games I've played? That's insane. Well, to be honest, in the past 3-4 months, they've only lost to Invictus 1 best of 3, and they lost to 1-3. Sorry, yeah, I think it was 1-3. Yeah, which was just this doesn't make any sense. No, it wasn't 1-3. It was Lin Vision. They lost to Lin Vision, which is just a stupid loss if you ask me. Olivia missing the shot as QQ catches Micro, trying to be a little bit of a lurk over there. There's still Wits to find, and Wits with the 8. Oh, the flashback. That is so good, but it's going to be Derek who's going to win the duel. I really liked how Beyond peaked that, but yeah, you need to hit the shots. It's a 4v4. As BREN, 25 seconds on the clock, they're going to be rotating straight back towards A. This actually might work out. There are 2 players there, Dinko. It's STK and KNTZ. KNTZ tucked towards the graveyard. STK playing in the corner of the bomb site, and here comes the hit with 15 seconds on the clock.
KNTZ hiding in the graveyard, looking to deliver death. And you'll get one, but Derek on the double. Always the hero for BREN. Always the player to step up. He's got 13 kills, 9 deaths. And Mayros, he's in the library, but at this point, BREN have taken the bomb site. They've got the players locked in, and Beyond realize we got to save. Into the next round they go. It's 8-6 as we head into the last round of the half. BREN are showing up.
What a call from BREN there. 25 seconds, they immediately rush into A. All, of course, based off the kill that Derek got onto QQ, and I feel like QQ needed to get that frag. Because the first one was great. The second one, he was completely blinded. And that should have been an easy insta-kill for QQ. Or maybe don't even re-peek, right? You got the kill, and Derek unfortunately dies. The hero! He's died for us since. Poppy, what are you doing to his corpse, you necrophiliac? 8-6 the scoreline, though, as we head to the final round of this first half. 1 round remains. And Beyond, you know what? If they can get a 9 rounds, I'm going to be... Why is SDK facing? I don't know. Like, KNT's position from the graveyard, he could have... he's watching towards Archway, right? STK, he could hear them barreling up from Arch, towards Library. He could have played a headshot angle. It would have been way safer instead of just holding just like a... out in the open. That is so risky and unnecessary. Basically, you're trying to catch him off guard and get a spray down, but I'd rather you just hold a safer angle, delay them. Your teammates are coming in. It's still a 4v4. You don't have to go for the hero play. That wasn't the smartest hold from SDK. And, well, that allows BREN to win them another round. You see, looks like it's going to be a faster hit towards B, Dinko. Unfortunately for BREN, they might have gambled this wrong. SDK, flash out. They're blinded. SDK finds one. There's another player right next to you. SDK, where are you looking? He finally gets the kill. Micro replies back. But I love that regression from Beyond through the smoke. And again, they've got the man advantage.
Well, Micro starting to move forward. He comes to the smoke, the front man, and looking for a kill on the QQ, but their UMP, it's only good for 1. Mayros trying his best through the smoke. Beyond have the man advantage. And the bomb finally getting planted here for BREN. We've got Derek and Wits to try and pull this off. So the best players on this team still alive, still kicking, and now moving through CT as a unit. They want to take these fights. This is an interesting post plan, and it's going to work out for Wits. Derek, oh, he catches Mayros. What a way to play that.
Brilliant.
That's so good from BREN.
That is so well played. Beyond just got completely...
That's one of the best rounds of Counter-Strike we've seen played.
So well done. Just a recovery, Dinko. Like, great work from Beyond to get those opening 2 kills, and then just BREN played it to perfection. The re-aggression, Woods with the AWE peeking down mid, and then, yeah, just great repositioning, great way to play the retake, the post plan, rather. Honestly, I feel like Beyond could have had a much better scoreline here. I feel like it could have been 10-5, but can't take it away from BREN. Some brilliant mid-round calls, and brilliant teamwork as well. And yeah, I gotta say, they're looking like the better team as we do see a B hit coming in. It is gonna be the Glock train. They still don't want to run it through the smoke, but they will. Flashbang's good. They're gonna come charging on in. Micro still taking the duels, and he's gotta find Meryl's. Sticking around maybe a little too long. It's gonna be a 4v4. 3v4. Derek finds a kill through the smoke on the KNTZ. Bombs down, and BREN, they have the man advantage on this retake.
Right, tucking back to Olivia with the Glock down in towards Banana. We'll look for his fights. They're starting to put a little bit of pressure onto it, but meantime, here on the same bomb on the bomb sides, that's TK catching up with finally Papachulo has had enough. He swings and he takes the head right off Olivia. This retake's working out now for Brian. QQ trying his best towards the back lines of this B bomb site. And well, no, it's gonna be QQ losing his head. They go for the defuse right down to the second, and they'll get it done. I just want to point out something to trust as well, because I was delving into the statistics about the match win percentage. Vici have a 71% win rate, right? Or something slightly higher than that. So I had a little look into it over the past 3 months. And literally the only teams that they've lost to are Tyloo, yeah, Invictus, and Tiger once. Every other team in the region, they just destroy. And it's so strange to see. You know, Vici just cannot get over the hurdle of Tyloo. They do that.
They almost did. They almost did so far in PAL, right? Like last Sunday, it was literally exactly a week ago where, how did they lose? Like 14-16, 14-16, and Tyloo mounting some crazy comeback with some of those BS rounds that Tyloo was so well known for.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous. One day, Dinka. One day the curse will be broken.
Yeah, they lost 16. They lost 16-14, 16-14 the last two maps, and they were so close. They should have taken over the line both times.
Well,
I believe next time.
Beyond, though. Maybe next time. Can Beyond take it over the line here is the question. They've gone for the force buy. It's the Meryl's and STK sacrificing everything for the team. AK in the hands of Olivia. QQ with the Galil, KNDZ with the AK, and with a little bit of utility to work with as well. And Meryl's with a Deagle. We all know how dangerous it could be. STK, Kevlar, and Desert Eagle in hand. They're trying to march on up, but I like how BREN are keeping them at bay over here. Not really allowing them much inroads into this bomb site. Copy. MP9 Olivia instantly just clothesline Micro. They haven't been able to retrieve the MP9, but they're going to be slowly falling back. Then this could get dangerous, Dinka. 30 seconds on the clock.
They're going to be turning their attentions back over towards this B-bomb site. Wits holding on has the MP9 in hand, and he will try his best to make this work. The spray goes down as May rolls with the headshot. Wits going down, and it's a 5 versus a 3. A two-man advantage in play here for Beyond. As they start to charge forward, it's KNTZ with a kill to Papachulo. And, well, Bro and Derek, last alive, and Beyond, they've pulled it off.
I think Poppy hit his scroll wheel. Another one for the Spacebar gang. Although, to be honest, I don't know how people keep hitting the scroll wheel. I rarely ever hit it by mistake.
Yeah, same here.
Could be maybe like, I don't know, like a weird grip or something. Oh, they're on the hunting coat. They want to take this gun away, and Pro, I don't know where he is. He's out in the open. Pro, what are you doing? He survives. He is so lucky to stay alive there. But for Beyond, Dinko, they didn't lose a single player in that buy. That is just insane. And it was actually the players with the Deagles who got the opening kills as well. Scary stuff. And for BREN, despite winning a convincing pistol round, they're gonna just have to make do with the pistols and armor. And if they lose this Dinko, it's gonna be a full eco. So Beyond, despite what wasn't exactly the best CD side, they might be able to maintain, or rather get a substantial lead over here on the T side. Again, reminding everyone, this is a map pick from BREN.
Yeah, I think this is a good pick from BREN, though, based on what we've seen from Beyond throughout this tournament. they've obviously seen the same thing as us in terms of realizing Beyond are pretty uncomfortable on the map at the moment. It's not really putting out the performances you'd expect from them. So this was definitely a chance for BREN to take it away, and still is. Still is, of course, but Beyond in the lead. 9-8 on the board. Close to fair so far. How do you feel about the rest of this series? Coming up next, Dust 2. I feel like that's a bit of a 50-50 right now. So, if BREN win this, they could 2-0 the series, honestly.
Well, so could Beyond, Dinko. So can Beyond.
That's what I'm saying. This series overall feels like a very 50-50 matchup.
Except for the final map. I feel like that's going to get messy. I feel like Mirage is a map that no one really knows how to play. Even Tai Lu, they got wrecked by Watsai yesterday.
So weird, though, isn't it?
Ugh, it doesn't make sense.
So weird. Vici probably right now, after looking like one of the weaker teams of Mirage, probably look like the best Mirage team that we've got. It's so weird how it all turns around, and well, or Watsai maybe. Then maybe they're the best, really. QQ turns around, catches out Pro with the Galil. And it's going to be a 5 versus 3 with a 2-man advantage in play for Beyond. They've won this round without much of a challenge. Olivia just holding Banana. There's a couple of players coming his way here. We'll pick out for the first and the second, and should be getting this third, and that's exactly what Olivia goes and does. 10 to it on the board. Double figures reach for Beyond. And, well, another recoat coming right up for BREN. 11-8.
That was a clinical round coming out from Beyond. Credit where it's due. The way they just faked towards B. Derek just ran away from Arch. I would have liked if he just walked or slowly peeled away from the position. Instead, he ran away. And that's when Beyond immediately they took him out. They wrapped around towards the A-bomb side. And the FAMAS in the hands of, I think it was... I forgot who. I think it was Wits or Poppy. Doesn't really matter. He gets taken down. Clean rounds coming out from Beyond, which is kind of insane, Dinko. Aggression, though, I like this. I like this. The USP's doing damage. And that's a lot of damage being dealt. That's a lot of damage being dealt here, considering it's only USPs. Yep. And they lose a number of rifles, just a little AK save. So, yeah, if I'm BREN, I'm feeling okay. I'm pretty happy with that. Because here's the thing, Dinko. The force buy from Beyond and the round after that, they didn't lose a single player. So if that won this round as well flawlessly, their money would have been ridiculous. It's already looking really good. But it would have been like all 5 players sitting near the $10,000 mark, which would have been terrifying on the side of BREN. So some good damage being dealt out, as we do have the first proper full-fledged buy coming out from the side of BREN. Rifles galore. And FAMAS, the STK is going to come running in, but he's blind as a bat, Dinko. Olivia at least replies, but I've got Poppy and Wits. They're shutting it down, and it's a 2v4 favoring BREN.
Yeah, it's looking quite good for BREN right now. It's looking like it's almost surely locked in. It would have to be a huge error, a monumental mistake coming in here. QQ and KNTZ. A nice shot. QQ being able to pick it up. What's going down? Good opening. Potentially a way back into this round, but Papatrullo, he's always the rocket. He's going to pull it off again. 4 kills. What a round from him. And 9 on the board for BREN.
I love the re-aggression. Sorry, I love the early aggression from BREN here. This is something which we haven't seen yet, although it's mostly been, you know, just eco rounds or like half buy rounds. But you can clearly see how Beyond were not ready for that. SK gets taken out, and then they continue to push ahead. The player down towards mid, he was like, wait, where am I even getting shot at? But as we spoke about earlier, the money is still pretty good. Look at this! Look at the damage dealt, Dinko. SDK saving his teammate, but the nade from Pro. But Derek peeks out. He's not expecting Meryl to be so up close and personal. They found 2 towards A, and KNTZ sneakily sneaks his way out. It's such a fast and messy round, but it's going to be Beyond on the A bomb site. 1 minute and 29 seconds on the clock, and it's a 4v2. That was, I don't know, that was a sequel for the Fast and Furious movies, I feel like. That's insane. So quick. And the round's done. BREN can't do anything about it. Fast and Furious 10. SCA madness.
STK is Vin Diesel. That was a pretty good round from Beyond. At 12-9, I mean, BREN, now at this point, they've had a couple of hero performances. They've had Papachulo stepping up and winning them 2 rounds. Derek has delivered so much impact, as he always does. But I feel like the rest of the team, apart from Wits maybe, have been just really really underwhelming a little bit. I think there could be a little bit more firepower brought to the server here. Micro's not playing awful, you know, he's definitely playing better than he usually is. Pro, I mean, is the clear underperformer right now. To be honest, I know discussing player roster changes is never something players want to hear or anything on a broadcast, but it is certainly true. I did expect Pro to be one of the players removed as well, alongside Jab, perhaps. You know, making a bigger change to the team. I feel like BREN definitely massively outperformed over Impal Summer. I don't think the results they got were very satisfactory at all. And they definitely have like the pieces to work with. I think you keep the core of Wits, Derek, and Papachula, obviously, but you look to the Pro and you look to Micro. I think Micro, give him time, younger player, but I think Pro, you kind of know what you're going to get from it.
Yeah, I also feel like, unfortunately, because of the lack of, you know, a deep talent pool in the region, especially in Philippines, where games like Dota 2 is so massive. So the FPS scene is kind of small as it is, and on top of that, there was a talent pool. There were like a couple of these players who used to play for. Let me try to remember here what the name of the team was. TNC. Used to play for TNC and even Mineski earlier on. Massive work in Philippines, and they moved on to Valorant. There were a few players like JV and his buddies who used to be the best team from the region at one point in time. Then it kind of faded away. You know, org issues, the team really not committing to practice and whatnot, being the primary culprit. But then, yeah, they moved on to Valorant, and now it feels like for BREN, they have to dig very deep or look outside of Philippines to find something. What is STK doing? He still gets the kill, which is ludicrous. They're just walking out dry towards Archway. Where is the utility? It's just a desperation play from beyond. And now it's a 3v3, Dinko. And Olivia's got to go for the big nut play. He's going to tuck himself inside a boiler. This is a good position. They might not be expecting this. But this is very doable for BREN.
Well, QQ with a good couple of kills. Olivia as well was doable for BREN, but Beyond have started to really show their class now. This is something that has been missing for them for a very, very long time. We haven't got to see it come through, but they're showing that they can play Counter-Strike. Imagine.
They just ran into Arch. One checking Arch.
Yeah, that's the blat. You know, I'm trying to sit in a position right now where I give props to the team. I'm trying to be a little bit more positive. I've decided that I'm going to do that today. I'll let you rinse the terrible retake attempt.
No. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna
have some fun.
I'm gonna be so positive today. I'm gonna be good cup. We're gonna be good cup. Fast play coming. No one checks boiler.
Oh,
but
what
Derek
an excellent
will be
peak.
found out. Bro.
Oh, it's okay. He connected one shot.
Look, I like fast rounds when they just like rush on in, which is good, right? Fast rounds can work, but when you have fast rounds like that, you need to have the right protocols. Like you got to have the usual angles cleared off. Either smoke it off, molly it, double nade it, hold it, peek it, something. You don't run past it. You don't run past it when you know it's a light buy. You don't do that. Whereas CZ up close can easily in a wild spray pick up 2 or even 3 kills. Or even the Deagle, right? 7 bullets, 2 body shots is all you need. It's so risky. It's such a risky play, but beyond it, they're just winning these rounds. The past couple of rounds, it's just been that entire Zerg mode style of like swarm play, and it's working out for them. But it's not sustainable, man. It's not sustainable. It's not something that's going to work against better opposition. And I wish they kind of realized that. But what do we know, Denko? It's 14-9. Beyond, they're 2 rounds away from taking their opponent's map pick.
I don't think Beyond particularly care about how they're going to win at this point, but I think it's just, I'll do anything to win. Let's just bring it to the next level because they have to win every single one of the remaining games, right? You got still 2 very difficult opponents ahead of you. You got Tiger, you got Vici, and Beyond, they've got a bit of a problem in terms of losing to some of the weaker teams right now, and that's something that Beyond need to try and fix. Back in Pal Summer, I was confident in the team. I thought, okay, this team are not going to lose to any of the weaker rosters.
And they haven't changed anyone, right? It's not like anyone's changed out. They haven't switched any players. It's the same roster. They've been playing a lot of CS after that as well. You know, the Pro League, the DreamHack Open, Fall, Summers, whatnot. And somehow they've gotten worse, which is just insane.
Well, Pro sitting back, idly by. Time for his oranges. He has been so quiet, a huge liability and a hindrance to the defense here, I feel. He has not really got a lot done when asked upon him. And now Derek, a 1 versus 4. He's going to try and hold on. He's got 1, and now he gets away. Derek is so good that I could definitely see him making this winnable for his teammate. Smoker's going to go down here. A lot of pressure now mounting on Derek. He's working this so well. What an intelligent player Derek is.
No, I mean, nice try.
Unfortunately, he doesn't get the follow-up kill there, but he does everything right. He takes all of the correct steps to win that round, but he just couldn't unfortunately get it done. He was under too much pressure. And now 15-9 beyond. Well, they're now in a situation where the AK-47's pulled out across the board. The money is looking like it's in a shambles over here for BREN. They're going to get a buy, obviously. Last round, they have to purchase up, but it is going to be underwhelming.
Well, final round potentially. This is not looking good. At least in this round, it's not looking that good for Beyond, but we've seen what they can do, and that is the opening they needed, Dinko. But QQ, he doesn't need to overextend himself. He's done his job. He's neutralized one man, and oh, Derek around the corner. I love the proactiveness from Derek, but now the B hit is going to be coming in. It's a 4v3. Derek maintaining the man advantage. That smoke is the only thing right now keeping the T's at bay. Wits has a Molotov and a smoke as well, so they can buy a little bit more time, at least about 25 to 30 seconds more to space it out right. Thing is, Beyond just going to be going in for the contact play. He needs to throw the Molotov right now, and he is indeed. It's going to keep them more at bay, but the smoke is going to extinguish it. Wits has to go for the play, finds one, runs it through the smoke, and Olivia finds him. Micro now, the new guy, the new kid on the block. He's alone. He's got to buy some time, wait for his teammates to arrive, and Meryl's going to decapitate him. And Dinko, it's all falling apart. It's a 2v2. They've got utility, the Molotov for Olivia, but he's just going to go for the duels, Dinko.
Well, Pro, he takes down Olivia. It's a 1 versus 2 at Mayrolls. He's going to try and win this. He's trying to go in towards the ruins right now and figuring out what he wants to do. It's in the back lines, the Molotov clearing out dark spot, and now they move on to the bomb site itself as BREN starting to walk forward. Mayrolls, he could win this all on his own. Full defuse having to come in. 10-second stick from Derek, and he's going to come off it. There's no more time. The round is lost. The game is lost. Inferno will go in favor of Beyond. Finally getting a win under the belt of the map. They are looking... It's not like they did anything different. I think they just looked kind of simple. Just very good individual.